Hello, Paul here from EMD Motorsport and Carrying Bar. Just want to show you today what I'm doing on this Porsche 944 Turbo. Car was towed in, nothing was working at all. Can't start the car up, nothing at all. Whatever you do, no ignition. You have no ignition whatsoever. So the first thing I done was actually strip down the car and pretty much check all the fuses, check all the relay on that side there. Took the cover off. The cover was just hanging off. Someone was trying to look at it, but they didn't take the cover off properly, so they just left it like that. Anyway, all the fuses are good, all the actual relays are fine. But come here, I went underneath the car, underneath the dash, and there's no room whatsoever. And I actually checked the actual T30, sorry, the actual terminal 30, which is the red wire, and I had the actual 12 volts on that one. Using my power probe tool, had to look up the wiring diagram as well. And one more thing, this one here is not even on properly. See this? That was not even on properly to this one here. And now I know why, because that is already broken off here. That didn't even go into that one there. And the bottom one, which is that one there, see my hand there, didn't even go on. So I just pulled it out, straight out, and then the whole thing fell off. I've labeled all the wiring. Just a little marks will do if you've done a lot. So, and this is the actual ignition switch, which just goes that one there, and it goes just where the keys are under here. See the pins here, my hand, my fingers, those pins there. Sorry, those pins, those one there at the bottom there, that one there. That's the ignition switch for that one to plug in. Basically, check the whole car. Spend a lot of time on checking everything properly. Can't really guess when it comes to electronics. Just gotta find the black and white. And you gotta remember, there's a few relays up here as well. There you go. They're hidden away. There's two relays there, so there's a plug there as well. See that plug there is very important. Make sure that plug is plugged in as well. Let's go back to the actual diagnostics. Check all the wiring, earth, pretty much whatever you. So I'll go terminal 30 was fine. Terminal 15, so what I found is nothing whatsoever. I've got power on the actual terminal 30, which is the middle one. The middle one there is terminal 30, which is the red wire. That's the supply to the ignition switch. The supply wire is always on, so I've got 12 volts on that one. Put power to terminal 15, the instrument cluster came on. Terminal 15 is the black wire there. Black wire there, terminal 15. And terminal 50 is that one there. Terminal 50 is that one there, which actually the actual starter motor. So when you turn the key, terminal 50 is that one there. Puts a signal to the actual starter motor solenoid, which bridge the actual starter motor cable together, and then you get power to start the car up. And after all that checks are done, I found the actual that wire there was shorted. Terminal 50 is that one there. You can see it here starting to melt. See how they're starting to melt? It's too hot on the corner side there. Look at the other side, nothing wrong with the other side, just that wire there. Gets too hot and start to melt. So every time you go to turn the ignition to start, nothing happened because that wire should have power, but it's shorted to earth. And I'll show you what I mean. Come down here, underneath the car. That wire there, it goes to the ignition switch side that's burned, and I've put power to it. So every time I actually put power to it using my power probe, the power probe will just short circuit, meaning there's a dead short somewhere. I remove the wire from the starter motor, which goes there. The wire goes onto that one there. Sorry, let me put the focus on. That wire there goes onto the starter motor here. very hard to see. Let me slide in. So that wire there goes onto that. That one there goes onto that. That's the wire that actually gives the solenoid a bridge signal to actually start the car, to turn over the motor. So that one was, every time I put my solenoid tester, sorry, my signal tester onto it, my power probe will just open circuit, blow the fuse. So what I've done, I've removed that one off the starter motor and actually put power to it, and then now it's not going to blow the fuse anymore. Let's go back to the power probe. The power probe on. The problem is the actual starter motor. Internal short circuit causing the actual switch to not to supply power. Okay, let's go back here. Let me. Alright, put power to it. See, now we put power to it. On. Off. On. Off. Alright, now we're going to put the wire back and then I'll show you what I mean. Okay, let me show you what I mean. So now I've connected the wire back to how it should go. So that wire there goes to the starter motor bolt there sticking out, and you wind a nut in to hold it in. So for the starter motor, I'll just put a little wire there to make it easier. So what I mean is, if I put my power probe on the wire, it shouldn't say anything should be open circuit, because that wire is not connected to anything. So if I go here, straight to earth, that's a 12 volt wire, 12 volt wire, straight to earth. So if I put 12 volts into it, watch my power probe, nothing. Can't put power to it.
Oh, a lot of smoke blowing here.
So what I'm doing is come down here. You see the wire? The wire has already started burning. This wire here has already started burning. Well, should be no, so it's shorted to earth straight away, and that's the problem. The starter motor, because yesterday I put I bridged the starter motor, and the starter motor didn't want to turn off, but just keep running. So luckily we took the battery off. So I need a replace the starter motor, and then we'll go from there. Okay, thanks for watching. Actually, just want to let you know on that wire, sorry, that wire there, that wire is a 12 volts wire. It's not an earth wire, but when you actually connect the wire at the starter motor, what you get is a short to earth. So, but when I took the wire off the starter motor, there's no short to earth. So that means the starter motor is, I've seen this a lot on the old cars, not just 996 as well, and 997, even KN. Internal short, especially the old 944 and 928. Most of the time they have a problem with the starter motor, causing it not to start. Okay, thanks for watching and please subscribe.